Hi Libra, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I of course want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading. You know I love my Libras, and I hope you're doing well. But do keep in mind, as always, it's general and it's meant to pertain to the following 48 for you, beginning around when you're guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post it, okay? I'm hearing a lovely energy, a lovely energy. But to begin from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, and then we'll pull an overall tarot energy and see where the reading takes us. For my lovely Librans, if you're new, I'm a Leo, Libra. Ooh, I love it. Okay, I do feel as if I should take all of these. Yeah, wow. Okay, I have 5, and I really feel like they're all pertaining to your situation, but this is the main one. Gates of Triumph. There might be a new door opening for you, a gate to more success, potentially more money. But Spirit's saying in the next 48, there's a highlight on the fact that success is expanding in your life. You're going to feel very powerful, but very grounded and peaceful. And this is exactly what Libra needs at this time. It feels like Spirit's pushing you to in a very Three of Wands vibe. Look out to the horizon. Imagine your life unraveling in a peaceful, successful manner. How does that look for you? I think you already have at least partially part of an idea, right? Somewhat of an idea, rather. But I feel like some of which do have a pretty good handle on what that vision looks like. And I just feel like this is a time of sunlight, right? Happiness, joy, all right? I do feel like there's certain bumps in the road that are being highlighted that you're experiencing, certain disturbances to your energy even, but you're very successful. And I feel like things are about to snowball in that sense moving forward. Who doesn't want to hear that? Okay. But then we're moving on to the Miracles card, talking about how you should expect the wondrous to emerge. There's a focus on your expectations, on your who and what's aligned with you, what you feel the need to align yourself with, where you feel guided to, trusting your intuition is taking a highlight. But there's a focus on your wishes, your dreams, needing to trust that if you desire something, it'll come to be if it's meant to, when it's meant to, right? At times you may wish for something or hope for something, but then Spirit might intervene and protect you by not seeing that come to be, right? Preventing it, if you will. But I do feel like there's a wish that you can't help but think about, might be obsessing over, maybe a little less recently. That's going to come to be in divine timing. But there's something about where you're at now. The miracles are about to feel more present. Okay. And you'll understand that more in the upcoming weeks is what I'm getting. Surrendering to the journey, release control. There's a focus on you at times thinking about where your control lies, where it doesn't, feeling as if it might come to be that you just don't focus on what has no control within your situation, right? Say somebody's has bad energy, right? Or is making a lot of noise, or something's being run inappropriately, okay, or just in a way that you don't approve of or like, doesn't help you. It feels like a very work-related situation, but you don't have the control to do anything about it, right? Or you just choose not to step up or speak up. There's a time to just release that control. You might do it naturally, but there might be a moment or two, if not multiple, where you just need to remind yourself, put your hands up, flow with the next 48, and just do what you got to do, even surrounding it. But I'm getting, there are thoughts of what you left behind, thoughts of what you want to leave behind, and times where you will be guided to and need to step away from that home situation, that conversation, that work situation, even your work if you're working from home, and ask yourself how that's going to benefit you, and then watch it benefit you even more. Moving on to the Wise Leader card. You're being viewed as this wise leader. Look up the angel number 411. You are a beacon for others. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like there's just a soothing, confident way about you in the next 48. It's like your confidence, the way you're carrying yourself is improving. Now take that in the right light. It feels like you were confident before this 40-hour period, or rewinding previous to, I want to say, the last week or two. But then it feels like now you're carrying yourself still confidently, but no, just differently. It feels like there's a knowing within you that's helping you feel, if not multiple senses of knowing, helping you feel better, and that's affecting you, how you're carrying yourself. Does that make sense? I feel like that'll click and feel more understood as you move through the next 2-day period. But people are seeing you as bold, passionate, guiding the way for yourself and others. And there's a thought of how spirit guides you. But at times I feel like recently and throughout the next 2 days is a reminder, yeah, you're guided by spirit and your intuition, but spirit mainly, but it just feels like there's a thought of you, a focus on you needing to guide yourself and do what you feel intuitively is right. And then if need be, spirit's there, okay? Even if you're spiritually messed with. But I do feel like your dreams may take a highlight. An improvement in your health is taking a highlight. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. So let's not backtrack, okay? Let's not rewind back to what didn't help you all the meanwhile, even if you couldn't fully or all see that. Uncovering treasure. Beautiful. This is talking about beneath the surface lies great bounty. I want you to focus on the dragon's expression. There's just a soothing, good-looking, in touch with your feminine side vibe, but utilizing your masculine side at other points, or a combination. But there's a focus on your wealth currently, and more of which that lies ahead. There's a focus on you desiring the lavish lifestyle that you so deserve. If you look at those gems, those jewels or diamonds, however you want to label it. I'm hearing coming back around. I feel like you're being reminded someone's going to come back around, if not multiple people, when you start to succeed more, okay? It just figures that's the way it is. But I do feel like you're being viewed as a wise owl, but I'm also getting this as a wise spirit looking over you, a wise energy, as you do what you feel is necessary in the next 48. I'm just so proud of you. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. I'm so proud of you. Let's do some shuffling and pull an overall tarot before we jump into the main part. That was a lot, but they were all so positive for the most part. Nothing's perfect. The Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords. We're going to take two. It feels like there's a focus on your energy, on how you're a little bit guarded at times, but even if it's valid, it needs to be adjusted and worked upon for the future, for new situations or the success of what's to be continued. Reflection taking place, again, on your past and what you want, and on your physical image. I feel like every time you look in the mirror in the next 40, you might find an imperfection or two, sure, regardless of what aspect of you physically you're looking at. But I feel like you'll even notice your own energy, and you'll feel very much guided by yourself to notice the improvement. All right, I feel like you're glowing in the next 48. If you have Aquarius in your chart, do watch that reading that I did yesterday for their next 48, because I do. But anyways, that's not the reason you should watch it, but I do feel as if you are doing things much more efficiently in the next 48 and feeling motivated to do things more so because of a change you made recently, if not multiple, because you're starting to see things about to or are improving for you in other ways. It's like, again, success is about to expand in your life, and that's not just career and finances. I feel like that's when it comes to connections, when it comes to the achievement of your goals and dreams, improvement of what needs to, or you choose to continue, at least for the time being, if not in the long run. But yeah, look at that, the Hierophant. Again, change, my friend, change. And I'm hearing intuition all the meanwhile. Let's move on to, I was going to use the light seers, but it's so far away. Let's actually pull from, which deck? We'll just do the small everyday tarot, which is actually buried at this point. You might feel like you need to, or get pushed to organize in the next 48, okay? All right, well, so since we're going to, okay, that made me a little bit nervous, keywording. Let's actually pull Moonology first. Surrender to the divine, and it's time to take action, okay? It feels like that ties into tidying up, cleaning up, organizing, getting what you want, accomplishing. It feels like it's a very productive next 48 with a sense of balance wrapped up into it, and a potential push to work through one, if not multiple fears, if we're being realistic. To continue for Libra. The Hierophant again, you don't get two of those if change is not an absolute focus times two. But the Eight of Cups as well. There's thoughts of what you need to do that's going to be right for Libra, right? If something makes you nervous, it can't work in the long run, right? It's going to work for a bit, and it's going to make you uncomfortable and affect other aspects of what you're trying to accomplish and make successful and, bring on into your situation. But This might be something where it's going to improve moving forward. I do feel like there's just thoughts on a multitude of levels of Libra doing what's right for them and potentially your loved ones, and this working out in your favor in the end. I do feel like there was a big switch up, whether it was a move of residence, a career switch up, the beginning or the leaving behind of a relationship, or certain people in your life, and Spirit saying you trusted your spirituality, the guidance that was given to you, and your intuition all the meanwhile, and look how much better off you are. I feel like you are proving people wrong, but I just feel like it's this time where you're being viewed as very beautiful, okay? Your good looks taking a highlight. I do feel like there's a change to come in your appearance and what you choose to take on or remove, or both, and this helps you immensely. I feel like people are viewing you as somebody who's changing on a core level, and is improving things as far as your accomplishments, your strategies, your the way you live. It's like healthy, more improvement, vibing with how you feel and honoring what you need all the meanwhile. Page of Swords, learning more about what you're going through, about what you went through, and about yourself as a whole. You could be learning more about what was and what potentially is still currently making you feel depleted, wounded, as you will feel more alive in the next 48. And this is purposeful. The Emperor talking about how wrapped up into it all, you're a very strategic individual, even if people can't see that. It's like, yes, I am at times taking risks. At times I feel the need to up and leave a situation for good or in the moment because of what is affecting me or what overcame me or took over. But you don't really fully at all get what I'm going through behind the scenes, and part of which is the strategy of planning, the ultimate methodical way of moving forward and holding back all the meanwhile. Look at you. The Devil, because I do feel like there is a bit of toxicity in the next 48, and again, there's a focus on that from the past. Don't overdo it with work is what I'm getting as well. But those who don't fit your energy, align with you, it's either a shift away from you moving forward or just in general in the next 48, or just steer clear, all right? Don't stress it. Do not stress it. That was a key message. Another Knight of Swords. It's just this motivated, charging forth way about you, where you're charging forth towards manifesting. I'm also getting some of you are ready to charge away from a situation for good, or just in that moment that you did manifest in general. So keep in mind to be careful what you wish for, but you also want what you have at hand once upon a time. Okay, you might still do to an extent, but there's a magical vibe about you where you're holding a cup of fulfillment in the next 48, and it's up to you how full that looks, right? Don't give anybody else or any other factors outside of you that control. I just feel like it's an amazing next 48 for you, where you're stunning, okay? You're impressing people and you're impressing yourself. Improvement and change and success is the name of the game, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll absolutely see you next time.